We'd like to call the meeting to order, please. We are very happy to have all of you this evening. This is a very happy occasion. We're very proud and very pleased to see all of you. We want to get started by having a moment of silence, which will be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would all stand, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Fellow board members, do we have any changes, amendments or additions or deletions to the agenda?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Madam Superintendent?
Yes, we have pulled item 8.07 for no action. It will come back at a later date. A revised HR list and addendum was added today in item 9.01, and a revised memo and attachment were added to item 9.03, and you have a copy of those revisions.
Thank you, ma'am. We also need to approve the minutes from the regular school board meeting on September 23rd, 2024, school board workshop, which was held on September 30th, 2024. Madam Superintendent, do you have a recommendation?
I recommend approval of the minutes as listed.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved by Mr. Mathias and properly seconded by Mr. Dodd. All those in favor, let it be known by a usual sign.
Aye.
We are really excited tonight. We have some very special representation. Mr. Rob Feltner is going to introduce to us the leaders of our STEM schools.
Yeah, what a great way, Board. Thank you for allowing the superintendent to recognize and honor the hard work schools have done through recognition. I would like to call Dr. Scott is going to help with her team celebrate the schools tonight. So thanks for honoring the hard work that they've done.
Good evening, Superintendent, Chairman Cunningham, esteemed board members, and our valued stakeholders. Tonight, it is with great joy and pride that we recognize, honor, and celebrate Lake County schools that have been identified as a STEAM school. They'll be recognized tonight not only for their hard work and dedication, but for the rigorous learning opportunities that they provided our students in the areas of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. In order to qualify for a STEAM school, schools must prepare a portfolio and showcase their efforts and provide evidence of how they meet the established criteria. Here with me tonight, I have the Curriculum Instruction and Assessment Department, some of our team members who lead that work. Here with me tonight, I have our K-5 program specialist in the area of science, Kathy McMurray. I have Tracy Wood, K-5 mathematics program specialist. I also have Sonia Blackstone, our 6-12 science program specialist. And last but certainly not least, I have Mr. Brett Fontenot, our 6-12 program mathematics program specialist. Without further ado, please help me honor and celebrate our teachers and our schools for the work that they've done with STEAM.
Good evening, all, and thank you, Dr. Scott. A few of the requirements for the elementary components. First, the schools have to have a STEAM collaboration team, and then all of the students participate in at least 4 grade-level STEAM lessons throughout the year. A STEAM Bowl team for all of the 3 through 5 students, which practices from October through March, and then they all come to the STEAM Bowl in March. Then full school participation, K-5, in the science fair, both at the school level and the county level. And then last but not least, they host a school-based STEAM night. The schools earning the Gold STEAM Award have achieved all of these requirements. Schools earning the Silver STEAM Award have achieved a majority of the criteria and are working towards the gold. Both the school and the STEAM school coordinator participate in a year-long commitment. And now Mrs. Wood will announce the schools.
And before I forget this year's schools, and
anyone that's going to be up here. We're going to take a picture after in the rotunda. Okay, so silver stem this year goes to Treadway Elementary. Silver Steam, Beverly Shores Elementary. Gold Stem, Cypress Ridge Elementary. And Sawgrass Bay Elementary. Gold Steam, Astatula Elementary. Eustis Elementary. Eustis Heights Elementary. Fruitland Park Elementary. Grassy Lake Elementary. Lost Lake Elementary. Pine Ridge Elementary. Rhymes Early Learning Center. Seminole Springs Elementary. Sorrento Elementary. Tavares Elementary. Triangle Elementary. Umatilla Elementary. And our K-8 Gold Steam goes to Imagine South Lake Charter and Spring Creek Charter. Congratulations to all the proud principals and all of the coordinators. We really appreciate all the effort that everyone puts in making this exceptional for the students.
We'd like to invite all of you up to the dais so we can individually congratulate you.
Congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. I see you a lot of it too. Congrats. Congratulations. Congratulations. Great job. Well done. Congratulations. My pleasure. Indeed. Congratulations. 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 Good job. Well done. Congratulations. Congrats. Congratulations. Way to go. Congrats.
Oh, true, yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So I am here to present our STEAM Gold School Awards for middle and high school. I'm proud to say that all of our middle and high schools who participated has received a STEAM Gold. In order to get a STEAM Gold, they must participate, high schools have to participate in Math Olympics at Lake Sumter State College. Middle schools can either do mouth counts or STEAM Bowl. They have to have a STEAM practice team that meets twice a month. They need documentation for registration, sponsor names, their teams, their lesson plans, their student work, and of course, a lot of pictures. They also need to have a science fair, and they also need to bring some of those students to my regional science fair. They need to have a STEAM family night where they have student-created STEM-related displays and presentations, engage in hands-on activities that are aligned to the standards. They also need to invite industry-certified professional speakers and problem-based experiences in math, science, and technology. Conduct a minimum of 4 problem-solving experiences in each grade level. And in order to do all that, all of these schools that I'm going to name have received a gold STEAM. Actually, I'm not going to name them, Mr. Fontenot is.
All right, for middle school, the first gold STEAM, East Ridge Middle School. Eustis Middle School. And again, these are for all gold STEAM. Gray Middle School. Mount Dora Middle School. Tavares Middle School. And last but not least, gold STEAM, Windy Hill Middle School. And we have 2 high schools on the list. And I do want to just give one notable shout out to this next high school. It's so much work that has to be done to get on here. And this school is their first time being on the gold STEAM school list since we've been doing this. I just want to really give a big shout out to East Ridge High School. And the second school we have on the list, year after year, they're so consistent with being on this. It is tough to do this, but since we've been doing this for the high school, South Lake High School, congratulations again, gold STEAM. One last round of applause for all of our middle school and high school gold STEAM award winners.
Great job. Congratulations. Good job, fantastic. Well done. Congratulations. There you go. Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations.
We certainly want to express our appreciation for that extra work that the schools did to attain that honor, and we are extremely proud of all of you. It is now time for public input, and we have a card from Ms. Michelle Cronin Miller, representing SEIU.
Hello and good evening. I'm Michelle Cronin Miller, here with SEIU, and I would like to assume that everyone fared well in the hurricane. I hope so. Since you're here, I assume everyone is safe, so thank goodness for that. I just wanted to come up and discuss the negotiations that we had this year and our ratification. Our goal this year was to work on the traditional pay scale and to break up that $15 triangle, which we did. Last year, we worked on just the specialized pay scale. In both years, we have really only been able to help out one group. I am sure that you can imagine that that leaves the others upset. And while I know as well as you do that we are never going to make everybody happy, I wanted you all to know and be aware that even though we have an overwhelming yes, we had a very low turnout for voting. And that was because we had so many unhappy non-instructional workers. They chose not to vote because they felt like if they got a no, that they weren't going to get anything. A lot of our longtime employees, and I'm talking 25 years plus, who didn't get to see any of the things that we tried to do for our longtime employees because they're already past that, felt shafted. At this point, I hope that in this coming year, and we start our negotiations again, that we can look to help all of our non-instructional employees. I want to thank everybody, the board and the assistant superintendents and the principals for working with us to get emails out and make sure that everybody knew that we were voting, and the principals that let us in their schools. We went to a lot of places this year and got the chance to see a lot of our members and employees. So thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for what you do. We also have a card from Mr. Wesley Locke, principal of Spring Creek Charter School. Yes, sir, that's fine. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, Madam Superintendent and board members. One, for this great plaque that we're going to add to our STEAM wall. I appreciate that. And I just wanted to take the opportunity while I was here tonight to say, as a charter school principal who assists with the running of emergency shelters in cooperation with the school district, this iteration of running a shelter was extremely well done. I was blown away by the amount of communication that we got and felt like we were extremely prepared and ready. Joseph Mabry's office and his crew, Cindy Page and Kevin Schichtel, awesome job. They just did an amazing job and never felt out of the loop or unsure about anything. If we had any questions, we knew who to contact and got answers immediately. The maintenance crews that came out at 1:30 in the morning and delivered supplies, it was all around an excellent job. And I just felt like I needed to say thank you tonight to all those folks that put in that work. That's a heavy lift for folks who are used to running schools. And they did a great job with it this year, and I just wanted to say thank you. So,
Thank you.
Thank you, Wes.
We are now going to have our Educational Foundation report from our new Executive Director, Dr. Elizabeth Johnson. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Chairman, board members, superintendent. Excited to provide a report for you all this evening. Apple Mart had 310 teacher visits, and we have distributed over $47,800 worth of supplies. The next New World Reading event is October 24th at Tavares Elementary School in Seminole Springs on December 9th. We've also scheduled one for January 28th at Eustis Elementary, and there will be 4 more scheduled before May of next year. The staff of the Education Foundation and volunteers from Addition Financial sorted 9 pallets worth of school supplies donated from the Red for Ed program and Disney last week. We also had the opportunity to meet with Dr. Zeller, and he will be investing $25,000 to the Education Foundation this year, specifically allocating $20,000 to Eustis Schools and $5,000 to the Education Foundation. The Scott Strong Golf Tournament was rescheduled to this upcoming Friday, October 18th, and it will be held at Harbor Hills. It is sold out, with Hans and Kay Jacobson Foundation serving as the presenting sponsors again this year. We have $106,000 in sponsorship dollars, with our budget at $85,000. We are also preparing for the 23rd Annual Renaissance Fair, and we started out at the site today. Amber attended the cast rehearsal last week, and they are excited for the upcoming event. We are in the process of working with the Sheriff's Department, the county, and EMS to ensure a safe event. And those dates again are November 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 9th, and 10th, with the 1st being the Education Day. And finally, communication has gone out regarding the upcoming recognition events, such as Teacher of the Year, School-Related Employee of the Year, and Rookie Teacher of the Year, and we've also identified the judges for those events. Are there any questions?
Job well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Cole, may we have your report, sir?
No report.
Thank you. We have no unfinished business tonight. Madam Superintendent, may we have your recommendation for the consent agenda on the new business?
Recommend approval of the consent agenda items 8.01 through 8.06 and 9.01 to 10.02.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved by Mr. Mathias and properly seconded by Mr. Brandyberg. All those in favor, let it be known by our usual sign.
Aye.
Aye. 5-0. This brings us to our discussion agenda. Mr. Cole?
Yes, ma'am. At this time, I will open the public hearing on the tentative approval of policy 0131, legislative/policy making. Is there anyone here who would like to have public input? Seeing none, the hearing is closed.
We need a motion on the recommendation.
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and properly second. All those in favor, let it be known by our usual sign.
Aye.
Thank you. We also have a couple of items on the agenda regarding a conference for 2 board members.
Yes, ma'am. We have 2 items for confirmation by the board. First is for Tyler Brandenburg, School Board Member District 2, travel request to attend the FSBA Annual Joint Conference December 3rd through 6th, 2024 at the Grand Hyatt Tampa Bay. Florida Statute 1001.391, entitled District School Board Members Travel Expenses, provides as follows. In addition to the salary provided in Section 1001.395, each member of a district school board shall be allowed from the district school fund reimbursement of travel expenses as authorized in Section 112.061, provided that any travel outside the district that exceeds $500 requires prior approval by the district school board to confirm that such travel is for official business of the school district and complies with the rules of the State Board of Education. Any request for travel outside the state must include an itemized list detailing all anticipated travel expenses, including but not limited to the anticipated cost of all means of travel, lodging, and subsistence. Immediately preceding a request, the public must have an opportunity to speak on the specific travel agenda item. At this time, is there anyone who would like to have public input on this item? Seeing none, it's ready for approval.
Thank you. Madam Superintendent?
There is no recommendation by me is required, only that the board confirm the travel.
Any discussion? If not,
I'll move for approval.
thank you.
Second.
It has been moved by Mr. Dodd and second by Mr. Matthias. All those in favor, let it be known by a usual sign of aye.
Aye.
It passes 5-0. Madam Superintendent, your report.
Oh, one more. We have one more approval.
Sorry.
This, this one for Molly Cunningham,
Oh.
school board member. Again, a travel request to attend the FSBA Annual Joint Conference, December 3rd to 6th, 2024, at the Grand Hyatt Tampa Bay. I will not reread the entire statute, but I will ask at this time for any public input. Seeing none, it's ready for motion.
Move for approval.
Second.
It has been moved by Mr. Brandenburg and second by Dr. Luke. All those in favor, let it be known by a usual sign of aye.
Aye.
5-0. Madam Superintendent, your report now, ma'am.
Well, we had no letters of condolence that were sent since our last meeting. Congratulations to all of our schools and their hard work who received the STEAM Awards tonight, and to our district leadership team who supports them in those efforts and makes sure that our science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics remains an incredible opportunity for our kids. So thank you for all of that. I know in times like this, there are so many thank yous that I would be afraid to start mentioning all the thank yous because, you know, you'll miss somebody, right? But you know that it takes an incredible team, and that's what we've seen over the past several days. I say we are Team Lake, and we were Team Lake. And it was just not, this was just the whole community coming together around this event, from Lake Emergency Management and the Operations Center to, we would not have been open today for students if it had not been for Duke, Seco, and Leesburg Electric Companies who were working around the clock. Those men and women must be absolutely exhausted. I'm sure that they are. And I know many of us were without power for days, but they made our schools a priority and they made it happen. And in addition to that, it wouldn't have happened without Calvin Wingo and Gary Rogers and their teams with Maintenance and Grounds, who also worked around the clock, hauling debris, resetting AC units. And I tell you, I visited schools today, and it was, you know, other than debris piled up along the side of the road, you really wouldn't know that, because that's how amazing these individuals were. I know we've already thanked Mr. Mabry and his team. They worked the EOC around the clock. Of course, our principals were manning shelters and our assistant principals that were there alongside of them. So it really does take an army. But I would be remiss if I did not say thank you, Chad Farnsworth, because I could not have done this without you. So, and that it was so amazing. So thank you. I'm not a crier, but I tell you, if it had not been for him, I really don't know how he would have made it this Thursday. So thank you. So, and that's all.
Mr. Matthias?
I'll just dovetail right off with the superintendent's comments. It also doesn't happen without a great leader, and thank you, Superintendent Cornegie. Tonight, I don't know if anyone saw it. I'm sure they did because it's captured everyone's imagination how SpaceX could launch a rocket and then have it come right back down to where it started. What an amazing sight, and everyone's been talking about it. Tonight, recognizing these STEAM schools, someone in one of these classes is that next engineer and that next person that's going to create something that gives us all that wow moment. So a very exciting night tonight for me, watching these awards being given to great leaders who are inspiring young men to do great things. And I'm really happy that I have electricity. I don't have internet. So if you tried to email me, it didn't happen. So that's all I have.
Dr. Luke?
I don't think there's much more to say other than thank you, and I agree, like all of the reports I've heard so far, that was that today ran smoothly, and that's a miracle. So glad to see everybody here and safe and sound, and thank you to everybody that worked.
Mr. Dodd?
No doubt, we've got an incredible team. I think you summed it up best. You know, indeed, it is definitely true, and I'm thankful for just how hard everybody works to make it happen. I was surprised, just looking at the intensity of the storm coming in, that we'd be ready to go on Monday, and here we were. So certainly thankful in my household. Well, at least the parents are, that the kids went back. And I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that maybe the kids were maybe slightly thankful too, to go back to that sense of normalcy. One thing that I did still just kind of have wondering about was the grading timeline. I don't know if y'all had any chance to discuss that or look at that, or if it's even necessary. But I just know a couple of teachers that originally reached out and were inquiring as to the timelines needed to shift or would shift or whatever sort of accommodations we would need to do to make sure that they were taken care of in that process.
And between Mr. Weeks and Mr. Feltner, they have extended that timeline,
Okay.
and all the information went out to the teachers. I sent an email to principals yesterday reminding them that all the grading updates are in focus and for them to go and refer to that. And Mr. Weeks is here, and Mr. Feltner as well, but they were able to provide some additional guidance on how to extend that if they needed additional time.
Excellent. Well done on that. And just thanks in advance to our payroll department. I know we processed or approved a bunch of salary increases for many different groups tonight, and I know you all will be working very hard to get those out. So thanks in advance for all of that.
Thank you. Mr. Brandyberg?
Yeah, ditto all the fine comments about the storm. Wanted to add one more person to that list as well. Sherry Owens, all the work that you did on social media and press releases and keeping up with that ever-changing situation. Thank you for what you continue to do as well. Michelle, thank you for you and your team at the SEIU bargaining unit for getting that done. Looking forward to future negotiations as well. And to Chad and Guido and your team on the bargaining side on both the bargained and non-bargained units, we approved a lot of compensation tonight, all due to your hard work. So thank you for what you both continue to do. That's all I've got.
Thank you, sir. I received a phone call from a lady in Claremont, and she called me because she wanted to tell me what a fantastic principal we had at East Ridge High School. But more important, she wanted to share with me, Mr. Dodd, you will find this of particular interest. She wanted to share with me that a teacher at the school had had great damage to her house to the point that she couldn't stay in it. And that the East Ridge football team, along with their principal, had gone and they had helped this lady to get all of the contents out of her house, and they even helped her move into another place to live. So I'd like to say to Mr. Dodd and to all the other parents of the East Ridge football team, you guys are obviously doing something right. Not only can they come together as a team and win football games, but they can come together and do good deeds in the community. And that goes a long way. That says a lot for the character of these young men, and that is yet another example of Lake County students making us proud. So I am very happy to have received that phone call, and she just wanted to make sure that someone took notice of what those young men had done. So I wanted to bring it up here tonight. I do not have anything further, so. Okay. Yes, sir. Did
Sorry.
you press the button?
I did not, but I pressed this button. One more comment. Happy belated birthday to Madam Chair Cunningham. I think it's, 29 this year, right?
Again.
So, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that.
Never mind.
The 100th place.
Sorry, was my microphone on? Sorry.
Is there anything else from anyone other than Mr. Dodd? If not, our meeting is adjourned.